I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Bang 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 bang. And then the ranks become repetitive again. And this time it's all about Ali Cup. It's up. You know it go. August 12 and 13 on the school grounds of Aggie Animo. If you don't know what that is, it's Excelsior High School, 137 Mountain View Avenue. Make sure you're there. It's a big day. Because guess what? The organizers, the man called Chris Bailey and the man called Sambo. Big up Zenga Bats. Big up Fuba, big up all Excelsior people, because you know, for the Excelsior person, you're Excelsior person, you know. Everybody big up. Make sure you're there. It's a big day, August 12 and 13. Ali Cup, because Ali life, I feel live on. And from we say it, I forgot, so I saw it, I forgot. So all Excelsior people, big up. I remember, we start out with 8 teams, but remember, 4 forward, so 12 this year. So you know, next year it can be 24. So make sure you score. Daily Rank say, big up, Ali Cup. August 12 and 13, 2022. Mad.
All the way, Ali Cup and turn it up all the way, G-Rock say Ali Cup, we go all the way, boom, Ali Cup. August 12 and 13. Be there and Excelsior School Ground. Be there and kick it to them like a ball. After all, it's Ali, the baller. Whoa.
Whoa. Good evening, people. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host. My name is Man. This is the evening edition of our program. It is going to be a very, very interesting one. We got some news about situation between the JFF and the Sport Development Foundation. As you can see in our thumbnail, we'll be speaking about that. We'll be looking back at our U-20 round of 16 game that they played against Haiti, and they won by 2-1, and also speaking a little bit about their quarterfinal game against the Dominican Republic, who defeated El Salvador by the odd goal in 9. Game ended 5-4. We'll be talking a little bit about the JPL as well. The first leg of the semifinals were played, and we saw where Cavaliers lost 1-0 to Dumbeholden, and Harborview surprised Waterhouse by a goal to nil as well. So both teams heading into the second leg with 1-0 lead. What will become of that? All right. As usual, welcome to the platform. If this is your first time, as usual, we ask you to hit the like button, to subscribe as well, and to share the content with others. Big up Anonymous OG, the early bird. We call the early bird the worm catcher because there's a saying that says the early bird catches the most worm. All right. So those are the three main things, the four main things we'll be covering. We are also at the back end of the program going to do two top tens. And that top tens is Jamaicans who played professionally, Jamaican strikers who played professionally in the United States. And also players born in England that represented Jamaica. So their career, they may not have played many games for Jamaica, but they represented Jamaica and they are strikers. So two different sets of strikers. We have covered the local strikers. We are going to look at those from England and those from America. And then when we have completed those lists, we're going to make an overall top 10. All right, so we will be doing that today. Getting some information on that to get some of the names, but I think I have most of them. We're going to do that at the back end of the program. Again, when you come on, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, to all the silent viewers, you're watching, but you're not saying anything, but you watch the videos. We appreciate you as well. Listen, I must thank you because the platform continues to grow. And that is because some of you are getting your families engaged and your friends engaged by advising them, encouraging them, and telling them to subscribe. And we appreciate that. So keep on doing it. The more we grow, is the better the quality of our content will become, right? And the more you will enjoy it, it will become more interactive for you and for all other viewers. All right. So let's begin with this information that we have. All right. So I don't know if you are aware. If not, you're going to be hearing it now. The Jamaica Football Federation, through as the government way of helping, and you'd have heard Minister Grange speaking about this through the Sports Development Foundation, who is led by Denzel Wilkes. He's the head of the what we call the SDF, right? The Sport Development Foundation, that are charged with the development of sports all across Jamaica, not just football, but all sport. But football gets the lion's share of the contribution from the Sports Development Foundation. And I think because football is probably the most active, ongoing, financial demanding of all the sports that Jamaica participate in at an international level and also play locally here in Jamaica. All right. And so the Jamaica Football Federation receives a monthly, they call it subventure, a monthly subventure. I don't know how the details are, if it is given directly to the GFF to spend where they want, or if it covers specific things. All right, so they get 3.5 million Jamaican dollars, and that could be used, I suspect, for operational cost and all of those things. That's what they get monthly. All right, you would have heard recently that there was a situation with our national team. Our national team were in Suriname, and there was some issue with the flight arrangement, and a chartered flight had to be put in place, paid for the players to come back to Jamaica for the second leg. We were told, we heard that Chris Williams of Proven Investment would have given that money, contributed that money, and it was supposed to be paid back. That's a few $1 million. I think that's my understanding that is up to $10 million or more, or close to that amount. Approximate figure. Let's use that. All right. Now, when that was done, it the arrangement was that the federation would have given back the money. All right. The news is that up to this point, the money has not been given back to the person who contributed the money. So the $3.5 million that they should receive, they would not receive monthly again, because that money must go towards paying off the cost for the chartered flight from Suriname. Is that reasonable, people? So let's go through it again. The JFF should have covered the approximately $10 million for the chartered flight that brought the players back to Jamaica from Suriname. Up to this point, the JFF has not written a check to reimburse the money. So what the SDF, my understanding is the SDF, instead of giving the JFF $3.5 million every month, for at least for the next 3 months, right? Which would amount to, I think, $10.5 million. $10.5 million. That's what it would be. For the next 3 months, they will not be getting any money from the SDF to run their, to balance their books, because the man needs to get back his money, and the government apparently don't want to give it to the GFF to pay back over to the person. All right, now, this is also very critical, because it's at a point where, as you know, where things stand. And this is why I'm saying that, I was saying to you last week, but that I'm very concerned about the arrangement for the U-20 team upon them completing the U-20 tournament, because it doesn't appear to me that there is any money whatsoever available. Therefore, maybe there's no plan in place in terms of how players are going to travel back to Jamaica, to the United States of America, and to England. And we have not heard anything from the JFF concerning those plans. We also have a female team who have been in Colorado preparing, who are leaving to head to Mexico, for a game on the 4th against Mexico. All right. Now, this is not a cuss out and thing, but JFF, you have to get things in order. And I said this in a previous video. You're at the place right now where you could have a surprising, for some people based on performance, a U-20 team qualifying for a World Cup. It could go even further, where they could end up in 2nd position and qualify for the Olympics for the first time in Jamaica's history. In the same year, you could have a female team qualifying for their 2nd World Cup. You must begin to put mechanisms in place to raise the necessary finances to deal with these issues. Because if you were supposed to come out of this covering all your costs, taking care of what needs to be taken care of, it will only elevate you a little higher in the eyes of the fans who have been giving you a very hard time. So the onus is on you to reach out, to talk to people, to get the finances in place. I would believe that the fact that you were bailed out spared embarrassment given the debacle in Suriname is that the first thing on your agenda upon returning to Jamaica is to pay back that money. Why is that important? When you pay back money in the shortest possible time, you encourage the lender to help you again. But when payment is delayed, it makes the lender afraid to take the risk again. It should not be that the SDF take this stance. You should have immediately, when that flight arrived in Jamaica, put things in place to get that money dealt with and covered. And the truth is, from the comments that I'm seeing, the fan base is in agreement. This is $10 million. This is not $1 billion. This is $10 million. It's not a lot. Honestly, $10 million is not a lot of money. Right? That's why I keep on saying we don't want to hear at the end of the under 20 tournament, blah, 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 blah. We want to know. I know that there is no general secretary, but we need to hear something from the press officer about these things. We also heard that Paul Hall, before the Nations League, did not receive all his salary. And at the end of the Nations League, he has not received his salary, all of his salary. And he has not signed a contract. What is the reason? Isn't it important that we, the fans, know? We also want to remind you that the players who you have a contract with and gave them and us, the fans, that you never be in this situation again. The players in their post said, though we have not been paid for months, we have still come to represent our team. You have yet to put out anything to dispute that, which is suggesting to us, the thinkers, the people with logic, is that indeed the players are also not being paid. So the coach isn't being paid, the players are not being paid, flights cannot be afforded. Is the JFF bankrupt? Come out and say that. Come out and say you are bankrupt. Because we don't see what is being done. Per diem is given to people for your per day expenses on legitimate business. The staff, I'm asking, because we need to talk to somebody from the GFF. Were the staff given per diem in Honduras. Where is the money? Or if you don't have any money, come out and say we are bankrupt, we can't do anything, we have no money. I don't know if you're a private company. My understanding is that if you're a private entity, which is suggesting that you are, you can file for bankruptcy. That's how it works. Somebody can tell me. If you're a private company, you should be able to file for bank. Why don't you file for bankruptcy if you're bankrupt? But we need to know. Players have not been paid. Coach not been paid. The former coach was not paid. He's still trying to get his money. There could be lawsuit. I don't know. Dalton Wint wants 10 million. He's not being paid. The president needs to pay somebody 9 million. Not being paid. So where is the money? Where is the money? Or is it that FIFA has not been giving us any money? And if so, what are the reasons? And if FIFA is giving us money, what is it being used for? Nonetheless, I'm going to take some comments from the people. And if you are, where is TikTok? Because TikTok knows what is happening. I don't see TikTok. TikTok is going to come on and tell me that I'm wrong. So Fresh God says it is reasonable, of course, which is suggesting that the people are supposed to get the money. Welcome, Fresh God. Ryan LFC, laughing. Big up Ryan LFC. Omar Fowlin says, man needing money. That's fine. So I'll agree. There you go. If the SDF don't do that, the JFF will not pay the money. Good point. JFF needs to find other ways to balance their books. But Fresh God, we want to know those other ways. Because bless up, Jason. You're saying bunglings. Hey, Jason, you know that Calabar, though they use a Woolmerian, won the league, the alumni competition in in New York yesterday. Don't know if you know that, but just let you know. Them if postpone it definitely as a requirement to sort out JFF restructure. Okay, you're saying that they should postpone it as a means of helping our getting the JFF to restructure. Okay, good point. Fresh God then says JFF no need the U-20 World Cup qualification money. Hey, you know what? But that's a very good one. Very good one. Anonymous OG says agree with that. This is the issue corporate has with the JFF, keeping their word and balancing off the books. Rob Smith, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. And people, I met one of my subscribers today, Wayne Swire. Bless up wherever you are. Saw him in the town of Ocho Rios. Yeah, man. Yeah. So big up Wayne Swire. All right. Tennessee says that is such a shame. Foreign Spider. Bless up. Leon Price says, if the U-20 team goes through, its based on overall quality, not coaching or tactics. All right. They also need the girls to qualify if you get some more money. Yeah, gonna need a lot of money. I'm telling you. Because, I don't know, man. I don't know. This one says these men need to leave football alone and give it to someone who can manage. Kyle Wallace, bless up. It needs to be cancelled, which is, yeah. I wish had a time machine. I would never sign that. Okay. That's what she said, Rob Smith. That's what she said. Listen, when I brought it up, people said, Manning's man, leave it alone. And there are going to be more casualties from some of those. You're going to hear more of them coming out talking about the letter. But is that an actual quote from her? See, she's out of the squad. And people are going to say anyone who is dropped is because they are not good. But we leave it alone because, I don't, leave. Time will tell. I always tell people the truth always wins out. All the best to the girls. The JFF can't help themselves, man is man. All right. Man is man. What a good 2022 for Man in School football team. You with 4 titles and a DaCosta Cup finals. Yeah, team. You mean Leon Price, man? Our ancient light of learning in splendor shining over all the West. 1738, and life without learning is death. Then P.F. Dalton went with that, no money, no left. You hear the thing, Chris? Because I heard that Dalton Wint has not been paid because there's no official resignation yet. I don't know if we realize that, There has been no official resignation because there's no agreement about the monies being paid. Right? Did you watch Neo Sovereign video on the JFF trademark? Yeah, man. And people, Neo and I are going to be discussing that tomorrow on this platform. All right. We are going to be on and working out that, so we're going to delve into it a little bit further and explain some things so more people can see it. But you can in the meantime go over and check out the video on this site. Rob Smith, you want to see her boyfriend on Twitter ranting last night. Wait, Fresh God, listen, who is her boyfriend? Tell me now. I don't know these things. Who is that? Fresh God. No, but man, that they want to support the girls. Okay. Big up Brownman Security. With all your optimism, that's not going to happen. You're talking to yes, that it's not going to happen. Brethren, it is sad, man. Let's get a couple more. Fresh God, no. I never see it. I don't know. Suriname Airlines would have still been waiting if they let the Jamaica ride. Hey, that's a good one. Maybe it's a good decision from them not to have allowed that. Kyle was, because of all the stuff that was taking place on the scheduled date. So it was pushed back. Oh, I'm not sure I'm understanding. Oh, Fresh God, for real? How can there be no Gensec? Did they fire him? That's what I'm saying, that it's so many. It is crazy, right? Because we have not heard, and I tell you, I think this is what the JFF has to work on. We have not heard who is the acting general secretary. If there is, I suspect there must be somebody, because this is a FIFA required position at the national federation or association level. So we have not heard publicly from the powers that be whether it is an individual or a group of person. We have not heard anything about the letter. The only time we get to speak to or ask questions or hear from people is when a game and you're only supposed to ask about the game. No interviews are being allowed. And sometimes people come on and say, well, the YouTubers, you're the new media. But if you don't see the major networks getting these people, you think some of them are going to come on the social media platforms? So, okay, so while you're saying that she's out, disciplinary problems, Fresh God, check it out, please. It is pertinent to their finances. Yeah, man, Kyle. I've watched it before, man. I watched the video, so I know. Yeah, they're not good for football in Jamaica. I can't understand these men. What are they doing with football? All right. Let me get this super chat from Brain Drain. Says Sharika Jackson. All right. Thanks for the super chat, Brain Drain. Always in green. Brain Drain, were you at the game that Calabar won yesterday? AI don't attend games, right? You know the tournament over there. Calabar won it, the alumni competition. Were you a part of the team? I know they actually had a Wolmerian who played in the finals. I guess the rules allowed it. They call him. I'm not going to call out his name. Seabar one though, right? Did anyone resign? All of those things. Yeah. This one says, my name is man. As it relates to T-Car, please play one of those fancy Steve Simmet. Leave alone, my boss. Okay. All right, yeah. No, Quote the Watch. I'm going to play a Quote the Watch, Leave Alone. Bless up Stefan Wright. Stefan Wright, a long time I don't see you. I'm going to play, yeah, no. All right, so that is what is happening, with the JFF right now, right? They can't be bankrupt because president signed note to pay. Oh, yeah. So, but Neo, if you're watching, right, can like an entity like the JFF file for bankruptcy? You know that we have heard some of these things before where companies file for bankruptcy and stuff. And then once they have done that, somehow they rebound. Is it a case where, as a private entity, the JFF could file for bankruptcy? And somehow, I don't know. I don't know, but this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. So that's what's happening. So the SDF basically has decided that, hey, we ain't giving you any money. We're going to forward the money to pay off this, because the SDF were also a part of the discussion with that chartered flight. All right. Yeah. So that is section 1 of our program. Section 2, we want to look back to the U-20 game last night versus Haiti and look forward to their contest versus the Dominican Republic. All right. Excuse me. The team did not play well, though I think 3 players I thought looked good. The goalkeeper, who I think again is good enough to be a part of the national setup, senior team that is. Luke Badley Morgan, who I felt has been steady throughout the competition. And I thought like Christopher Pearson looked better than all previous games. Those are the 3 players to me. But the standout player is Kanaya Boyce Clark in goal. Thought he had a tremendous game, and he made key saves at important times to keep us in the game. Now, Dominica came into the competition in the back end. Yes, Balakar, you can call in. The lines are, let me see. The lines are going to be open in 5 years. Sorry, 5 minutes, right? The Dominican Republic, I think they're a little bit much rusty. Balakar, good afternoon. I said 5 minutes and you call in 5 seconds.
Bless up, my general.
Go ahead, yeah, man. What's up?
Yeah, man, yesterday when me link you, man, I just show me in the on you, but me want to say about forward by 4.
Yeah, man.
Just hear you say something, and I one thing me not agree with you with.
What?
Christopher Pierce don't play nothing, man, is man.
Okay.
The man them down 10 man from 20 at minute.
Mm-hmm.
Zane, and when me not see Jamaican people do, I give the youth what they call them Big Nell in credit where you get. See from the youth they come in our team, the team they play better because him a disrupt everything. If you know win the ball, somebody they get pushed down. And he now foul them close to the box and them thing there. Between me and you are the keeper youth alone. Made that give like him a play a good way. Like when play a tournament come round, him
Yes.
I lift it up there. You understand?
So what about Luke Badley Morgan? He hasn't looked good?
That defender,
Yes.
the centre back
Yes.
from Chelsea.
Yes.
I'm tell you our team problem now. You see them defender here, me not like all this. You see, the youth they call him Blake. That's his name. The short youth.
Yes, Blake.
Running
Yes.
back with him.
Yes.
When the youth they do all that dirty work. I just want ball roll come to him and in control and pass out, you know, so I feel good in a man.
But Blake didn't play good
No.
yesterday. But Blake had a poor game yesterday.
Yeah. I keep alone while the back like
No,
and
but
yesterday.
Badley
No,
go ahead.
if me talk bias, the youth from Cavaliers yesterday was his best game me watch.
Yeah, well, Rochester played better than his previous games.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Rochester, me not see nobody go on.
yeah,
Rochester
that is true. And he won a couple. In fact, the guy who got the card, the first card that he got was Rochester that
Yeah.
he fouled. Right, so
Yeah.
Rochester played well. He played a ball in the box that Clark should have scored in early in the game as well. So he had a good game. But Badley Morgan has played better than Romain Blake consistently throughout the tournament. Balakar.
Yeah. But he have to play better than him if the youth. If the youth they go make you all like tackle them and the ball
No,
is roll for him foot and him pass out.
No, Balakar. I can't agree with you because centre backs play on two different sides. So one covers on the right, one covers on the left. So no. So
Why
if
you tell me fight? Listen, you know, the youth can play, you know.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, you know. But out of this under 20 team, a one player alone can transfer to the senior team right now. One player, two player at least.
Who?
The keeper and this brown youth will always come on. He used to start, but he now start again. Play for one I win them.
Tyler Roberts.
Yes, man. That youth hard. He run right through Mannings, man. Me feel say the youth they can break in a senior team. The rest I player them needs to go work on their craft. You tell me say the big striker with everybody the hype up can run 15 minutes in another game them.
Who?
Man is man.
The striker.
At 10 minutes we see man start holding knee. Can't believe.
Yeah, but I think sometimes we think like holding on to the knee is a sign of being tired. It's not necessarily that the player is tired or unfit enough. Because even Usain Bolt after sprinting 100 meters put his hand on his knee. That don't mean he's unfit.
Man, that youth is unfit. Right so.
No, all right.
Lazy.
No, all right. Balakar. All right. So after after a sprint, do you know a lot of people kind of put them on them hip or kneel down? It doesn't make them unfit because they just had a long sprint.
All right, man. All right.
Yeah.
Here we just say that you don't look unfit. Just ask you that.
No.
In your opinion.
No.
I first in a history me go tell us a boy your bias towards this striker here.
No.
Man, me see.
No, because no, Balakar, because I said that the man is not unfit, you're going to tell me some bias towards him?
Some man is man.
He's
so
not
what you do if you're
unfit.
not unfit?
He was tired, but he's not unfit.
And he can't run 15 minutes in the first
He
part
ran
of
more
the
than
game.
15 minutes, Balakar.
Man is man, I need to watch back a match. Here stand Frankie the top about him. Very, very lazy. We need a mobile forward.
No,
You see?
all right. Here,
And the next thing you need to work on.
Balakar,
Alright, you say
Balakar,
alright,
if you
we'll
say,
pass
hold
that
on,
now.
hold on, Balakar. If you say to me, he needs to be more mobile, I can agree with you. To say that the player is lazy, I can't agree with that.
No, that youth is very lazy, man. Next thing is
go ahead.
pass that now. He first touch no good none at all. And he finishing very, very poor. For a striker where they play in the championship. It is very poor. When I talk about no U-20, that you try to score 5 and 4 goals for each chance them when get. Look at the simple chance where the man get. He just tap the ball in a goal. He take the ball for the keeper. The ball
Balakar?
all the ball man is man that running craft. As what I'm because say now, those people are gonna like it.
What you said? Balakar?
Something is wrong with this Jamaican. They say we have better striker in Ireland.
Balakar, who is your you think
Like
is
it or not.
no man, Balakar, who is
Yes.
hold on. Balakar, who is a striker that you think is better than this striker?
Yeah.
Who is a striker you think is better than
him.
So hold on, here's what I'm going to say to you. If anytime I see Whisper play, because you say Whisper is better than him, that's your opinion, you know. And Whisper misses a goal.
By far.
Well, no one, you have to let me ask you what you can't answer. All right? Before I ask you. So.
All right, goodbye. Say what you have to know.
All right. So, the day that Whisper plays at any level and misses a goal, does that make him not good?
No.
So why if this player miss a goal, he's not good?
Because he might do it in a whole line match them.
How many?
Every match.
But all right, Bala, so he got
every
two.
Match,
Balakar, he got 2 opportunities. He missed one and he scored one. That's 50%.
2 opportunities in where? In which game?
In fact, let me give you this. In this game, he is a part of both goals that Jamaica scored. So his goal contribution, Balakar, his goal contribution is 2 in a game that we won 2.
Man, you gotta tell me, say, man, you're biased. You see right now.
What kind of bias? I'm just giving.
We start to the top, but you can't carry a start. We need to look on the eye test them. We don't use no stats right now. He's not good. We need to burn out him, Christopher Pierce, Duncan McKenzie, Jimenez. Then one of them need to get burned out. They not play good. Jimenez and my baller. We go for one program this morning and we hear them talk about Devante Campbell. People look like they don't want you to go on club. That you will come and come play good other night. I mean, I hear nobody at all about you.
No, Balakar. We said he came on and played well. But here's what I'm saying, Balakar. The game that Devante Campbell played, he never played well. But he's a good player. Here's what you do, where I am different, right? All right? Here's what you do, which is where I'm different. When a player plays bad, you say they are not good. But when your player play bad, he just, you understand me? He just have a bad game.
Who is not good?
You said the forward is not good.
If you go work funny craft, that me saying to go do. Christopher Pierce, what you go doing in surgery. We talk every day. Then you with your IQ and they need to work on them craft.
All right. All right. Do you know that the penalty that Jamaica got? All right. You know that the penalty. Hold on. Though he converted the penalty, go back to the game. You know what happened in the game? He was fouled. He got one of the penalties. The other penalty that Duncan McKenzie missed, he passed the ball. All right? You remember that?
How was penalty again?
No, what I'm saying is that's 2 goal contributions again. So I am saying, hold on now, as bad as the player look in your eyes, he has goal contributions. Where you and I can agree is that a player needs to improve. All right? And I will agree. I will agree with you that if we get a striker that is better than him, right, he probably will not start. I am okay with that. But if a striker misses a goal, and when he misses, we say that he's not good, though he has 50% in terms of goal scoring in the particular game, I hope when the striker that you like misses a goal and people talk about it, that you don't have a problem. Because I'm going to ask you a next question. Here's my next question to you, Balakar.
When I used to burn out Bowser, you know.
Yeah.
I'm able to say this and that, you know. I say, all right, yeah, Bowser can sit down on the bench. No problem with that. Build up back in confidence and then something there. On a ball, if you get cursed, then you get cursed. Simple as that.
All right, so let me ask you a different question. Given the reaction of Whisper when Jamaica lost that game to Honduras, say the team were to win the next game and qualify for the World Cup, should they still call him into the team?
You know, he said, I apologize.
He apologized? He apologized? Oh, no.
Yeah, man. One apology letter come out from him, man.
Oh, he sent out a letter. That is good. I'm glad that he did that.
Yes, man.
So
yeah, man. Apology letter come out on behalf of the management team, man. Father, everybody. Yeah, man. Everything come out, man.
Oh, so you have that letter?
No, but I can get it if you need it.
Huh? Okay. I think if he has done that, that is a good thing to do.
Yeah, man. They apologize, man.
Okay, and they did an official. Go ahead.
Big up it. They always big up the youth. They always go Phoenix that the defense midfielder. They understand, but he apologized. He wrong for that man. But now I go back him from that. But you remember, say a teenager, you know.
Oh, but so Balakar, but the other players that we're giving a hard time about their performance, they are teenagers. We must give them a chance too.
Boys can come what, 17?
They are 17 and 18 years old.
The striker is old.
18. Man. 18.
Man, 18-year-old they play in the Premier League.
He doesn't play in the Premier League, Balakar.
Me no. 18 a championship come play in no man, man. We hold on and say championship better than some of the league them in the world, you know. So listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying that the youth is not good. Pure ball where they play in the championship. Oh God, man, you try to run riot in the league. Riot. 3 chances them where you get.
But Balakar, how many chances? Balakar, how many chances did Jamari Clark get in the last game?
1, 2, 3. 3 missing.
3. He scored 1. He missed 1. He misheaded 1 that somebody else scored. Yeah. That's it. Right?
Man is one. Yeah, what you use for me now when I go use back for you? You ask me how much chance man is man, I must know about football. It's a lot of time.
Hey, you have 1 minute. So you have 1 minute, so use it wisely.
Me go check my 1 minute, man. A lot of time you get chance in spin off by defender the man and run with the ball. And by the time he can't even dribble with the ball, he's a passer and he can post up and turn and kick. He's not a dribbler. Understand? Good looking strike. I can't need to work for the craft, but at this present moment, I want somebody alone can make the national team. And I keep. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Agree.
Yeah, man.
All right then, Balakar. Yeah, man.
I want somebody alone.
All right then. Not a problem.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Morning win the game.
No, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday? Yeah, morning win it. game. Because more want to work up with Jamaica, you know.
All right, boss. We'll take the next one. Bye. All right.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right. Let's take a next call, and then I'm going to respond to some of the comments. And people, just give me a sec. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports, Ryan LFC. Big up.
Good evening.
Yeah, man. Good evening, Ryan. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Balaker, where is that letter? Oh, nobody not hear that. Where is the letter? Where is the letter where the young man apologize? Where is it? Man, Balaker, I want you to send me that letter and send Manning's man the letter. It can be there, but how come me not hear that? Oh, that no pass to Ryan LFC years. Eh? Because well on the Manning's man, everything we go on social media. People send it to my WhatsApp. When we wake up the morning and the man them tell me about where whisper, whatever I want to name. The young man do, me get it. Oh, me not see that. Balaker, me not gonna say me apologize, you know. But me need to see later. See? And baseband, me I tell you this Manning's man. Baseband when me see him do, that same way how him manager would have react. Baseband when me see the young man do, that's baseband when him manager would have do.
Okay.
You understand? All right. Next thing now, Balaker, stop your nonsense, brother. Stop the biasness, brother. I have never seen whisper or whisper when him play. I see him play in some practice game, not eye test though. See it on YouTube. See, and for me, he's a good looking striker. He have a lot of work to do, just like the striker who I play for the team right now, Clark. A good looking player, but as we say, he's still young, right? He's still young, and him there in the right place to get better in England, playing for Reading, he will get better. But one of the greatest things I learned about football is to score goal. See? It no matter how you build up play, if you build up play good, if you pass good, but once you get the ball at the back of the net, that's what they pay you for. You understand? Shamar tell me, say, Ryan, the man them a Sparta Moscow pay me for score goal, not to pass the ball. That's what them tell me when me go there. Them pay me to put the ball in the back of the net. Now build up play. None all of this. It's good. It's good when you're all rounder. But remember, Balaker, the same way you judge, because you have a look of biasness. I know how we have a look of biasness. But Balaker, come on, bro. He have a lot of work to do. Build up play, and Manning's man, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I'll tell you this, brother. Him not fit. Will him get there? Yeah. But playing at a tournament, every single time I see Clark on the pitch, every time I see him a hold on him knee and him a hold on him side. As a football player, when you do that, Manning's man, he show weakness to the opponents. He's not fit, Manning's man. He's not fit. Even when a man make a quick sprint, every time him sprint, just watch him carefully. You understand? But as you say, him a youth, him at the right place, him going to build up him craft. You understand? And him going to get better. But the main objective is on the pitch is to score a goal. And I think he has done that. If a team for buy him right now, because of the way he score, you understand? The rest of the thing them can come after. But scoring goal are the most important thing. Not many people can play under pressure. And when them arrive in the final third or in the final pocket of space inside of the yard, in the box, the main object is to put the ball in the back of the net. But he's not the finished article. He has a lot of work to do.
He has scored 4 goals in the 3 games that he has played. Has he missed some opportunities? Of course, certainly.
Definitely. And that striker. That's a part of striker. I think someone going to score some. But Balaker, when you go come up the agenda and I say, Balaker, stop changing your mouth, brother. You said the man not good. And then you follow up with it and say, you need to work. There's some of the players them need to work on them craft. So nobody change the argument. Me are there press me youth them close, you know. I'm go back now the show and forward it and hear what Balakir say. Balakir, go do it for yourself. But where is that letter? Because if that letter is not there, me I tell you this. Me,
Well,
him now play.
Ryan, when you're going to comments, you'll see a couple of persons are saying that his father would have apologized on a program. No.
That can't get back to my team. If the team qualify for the World Cup publicly, the letter have to write and that have to come on same place where he post it. Same place where he post it. How many of your fans them watching on that on your post? A lot of people follow you alone.
Oh, what you mean? So that same place where he posted the comment, the apology needs to be posted there.
Yes.
Okay.
They said for post first, and then whoever want to get it, get it. It'll be good, but for me, I'm telling you, bro, like that rubbed me a different way, bro. That rubbed me a different. I understand say my youth and thing, but no, man, we need it better, man. We need it better. We need a letter stamped by Phoenix Authority. And it's just the facts and it's just the reality. You know what I mean? It's just the facts and the reality. You do something where that's not good. You know you're a kid, but come on, write the letter, post it, and thing. You understand? And the reason why me I say that, him father come on my program and said, listen, youth injured as I never get selected. And then couple days after, oh, them just never select him could have recovered. I just can't bother with the nonsense, Bridget. We need a letter. We need a letter. We need a letter. I'm never said this to say it again. The team not playing good, but the greatest thing is result. Yeah. Qualify for the World Cup, everything can happen after that because the coach and player, incentive and all of them things there. Based on where you perform, you win, you get more money. So for me, the team have a long way to go. Do them play? Do them impress me? No, but them get the result, and that's part of football. Result. Same that we use with such man and say, hey, result. The result was going good in putting at the top 50. It's sure. You understand? So we can't move the goalpost, and we have to give the team credit. They haven't played great, but the greatest thing them get the result, and that's really matter. But we need the public apology on the same place and in our letter. Me, Ryan LFC, that now pass me. If nobody know want to talk about it, that now pass me. Me I tell you that. Big up on yourself. And this is not personal. This is not personal against nobody. This is not personal against him camp. But for me, what he has done, I understand say my youth. But we need a letter or you made a video. I am sorry what I post. I young and all of them things. I will forgive you. But with none, and then this team go qualify, it will feel for you say the man them qualify and then you will laugh off away, you just coming at the team. No, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro. That would be hard. And as I said, not the personal rate every baller, but certain things as a baller cannot do. Just like me, brother, certain things I can't do, bro. Certain things I can't do. You understand? And if I made a mistake, I will come out and make an apology. But the reggae boys, let's support the boys, them JFF boy. May I tell you, these man is just like, oh my days, bro. But I want to tell you too, you know, man is man. Same time you talk about a man call me earlier on about 15 minutes ago and say, my boy still not post, you know. Him still not post, him not resign. But me, I said, the man had to work behind the scene for them, said we. So don't surprise them not hire nobody and him still around the wings under the quiet. I'm telling you, bro. But anyway, Balakir, me have a call and straighten up still. And Balakir, not the personal against you. The whole area have a bias and thing. But the youth, him have a lot of work to do. But as a striker, I'm going to miss some and I'm going to score some. You know, big up there, big up. But we need a letter there from the camp. Yeah. We need a letter there from the camp. You understand?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
We need a letter there. You don't know about you don't know about it and me don't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
All right. So if it go up on him post now, would I get it?
Yeah.
Certain people, them just have money, man.
That I agree with. I think like it should have gone back to the same place because you're not even sure the footballers see who is more important because the footballers were people sent the first one to the football team. So all the players on the team have the first one. So I hope
Okay.
I hope that whatever they have done, they have also
All right,
sent
big
it
up,
to
make
the
your
players.
point. I'm going to run leave you now.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself,
All
brother.
right.
Big up
Yeah,
to the
man.
people, them, man. Like up the video people, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right, people, that's Ryan. So I think because the team saw the first one, I think it is important that they send it so that the players can see that he has apologized. And maybe, I think someone said it earlier, it should be done before the matches, so they don't feel like he's apologizing because they have qualified. All right. Now, let me talk to Tapa Ranking. Being critical and stopping someone from playing for their country is two different things, manins. Come on. You know that at no point did I suggest that the player should be stopped. All right. All I asked Balakar is that what would you do if the team qualified with Whisper, given what he said? I asked him a question. I am not in any agreement with any person in life making a mistake. It's not even a legal mistake or an illegal action. An illegal action, right? And they are sidelined forever. Even people who do drug tests will serve their suspension and come back. I am not suggesting that, Tapa Ranking. However, I must raise the point because I don't think Balakar's assessment of Jamari Clark is balanced. I think the player is a quality player. The player does do well. He does do well, right? Can he be more clinical? Yes. And I keep going back to this, and I'm not making excuse for any of the players. I have the same issue with the local players. These players did not have enough time before the competition to prepare. They did not. And they changed the formation. The little time that they had, they were working on one formation. They got to the tournament and the defense was so porous that they changed the formation in the tournament, learning to play a new way. I think some of those things have affected them. The surfaces have also not been good, especially, I would say, for the players who play in England. And this is no excuse. He has a lot of improvement. I did say the two players that I'd want to see given an opportunity in the national team is Luke Badley Morgan, the centre-back, who I think is a quality player. From what I have seen, I think he has been the best defender in the tournament because I see the game differently. I don't like some of the things that Blake do. Blake like to be the man who calls the shots and play the ball. So he will play a lot of balls out of the back. He will dribble out, and you saw him. He has that in him to do that, and he needs to watch it. I don't see Badley Morgan taking those risks. So I think he has looked better. To me, that's just my opinion than how Morgan has looked. And so I would bring him into the national team also because centre back is an area that we're struggling to find good players in our national team right now. All right. So that is where I am at, where that is concerned, right? Haiti balled us with 10 men and zero preparation coming into the tournament. True, Famila. But I will tell you this, right? The Haitian team is made up of like a couple of, so most of the Haitian players played for the teams. Those 4 teams that were in the Caribbean Club Championship from Dominica and Haiti, most of them play together on those teams. So to be fair to them, though they were not, to say that they weren't preparing is that the squad itself was not preparing. The players play, all the Haitian players, they play professionally. They don't have high school players or players coming out of Manning Cup and Da Costa Cup. They don't. Once the players are good and they are 16, 17, they are in their professional setup, either in Haiti or over in the Dominican Republic. or Dominic. So that's what happening. So yeah, they didn't have a lot of preparation, but you can tell that that's not. To me, it is not comparable. Man say you find excuse all the team play on the surface. Oh Lord mercy. Omar falling respect, but I won't even. What kind of excuse? Jeez. I won't even. We can't take on the one right. Man is man, how we judge quality? We keep saying quality, and on a stage like this, you should show that. Okay. All right. So and this is the challenge we have. We're saying that on this stage, you need to show your quality. All right. Yet we're saying that Whisper is a better quality than these players, though we have not seen it shown on this level. That's all I'm saying, you know. Be careful of the argument that you make, because the very argument you make is destroying the one you're pushing. So the argument you're pushing is that, like Balakar was saying, Whisper is better than this guy by far. That's Balakar said that. All right, but you are agreeing with Balakar that he's better than this guy by far. This guy is playing at the U20 level, and you're saying that this is where he needs to prove his quality. He has not proven it in your eyes, so he's not good. But you are measuring Whisper, who has not played at this level, and saying that Whisper is better. So what criteria are you using to determine that Whisper is better than this player? What is the most competitive? And people don't get this wrong, because every time we say something, we think like, if I say which level Whisper, oh, you know, rate Whisper. Stop the nonsense. The kid is a very good footballer, has a lot of quality, and I've said it, lot of potential, have great places to go. So all of the people, and because you have some people who are saying that, we don't just wait until we stop us and no fun. Listen, we're not jumping on no bandwagon. He's a good player. But what am I going to use to measure that he's better than Jamari Clark? If I am saying that this level that Jamari Clark is playing at, and in the championship, he hasn't proven that he's quality. All right, because that is the level he needs to prove it. How then am I going to use Whisper playing for KCR against other, you know, what you call those competitions? Jeez, like when they go on tournaments. I can't use those things. So we have to ensure that whatever criteria we're using on one side of the scale, we use it on the other side of the scale. And you can't. You just can't. There are certain players you can't compare, because you don't see them in the same space to compare them. Unless you look at one and say, listen, Messi's up there, yes, and Messi's a star. There you go. So we must be balanced in our reviews. We don't have to say Clark is not good, even if we think Whisper is a good footballer. I think that is the challenge I have. We always talk like, for one person to be good, the next one must be not good. Shamar Nicholson is a very good player. Mikel Antonio is a good player. And Kemar Roof. I don't have to tear down one for the other one to look good. But there are levels. I would put Mikel Antonio above Shamar Nicholson now, because Mikel Antonio is doing what he's doing in a more competitive league. And I'd love to see Shamar in that league to see how I can better measure them. But until then, for me, both of them are good players. You see, a Balakar, you know, when you're having under 20 conversation, you know, Balakar going to bring it up. Terran, big up Terran Francis. Thanks for joining the conversation. $2 million to win them. They will drain the bank dry before. Maybe that's what the coach wants him to do. Uh-huh. Omar. All right. If you want, listen, if the coach, like he had a ball in the 18-yard box, I don't know how the Haitians never scored that. And trying to shift the man when he could have just cleared it and passed it. If that is what the coach is telling him to do, he should not be the coach. If the coach is going to tell you when you take up the box and you're under pressure, dribble out instead of pass out, he should not be the coach. Wind not leaving. Worst U-20. May qualify for the World Cup. Money I go run. Blake can pass. That's why he does that. I'm sure he's playing to instruction. Okay. Blake does it in every game. All right. Yeah. All right. Michael, yes, Michael Wint, I suppose to light up. They can probably buy out the election next year. All right. Michael Woodburn. Homework for the commenters. How much money does each team receive if they qualify for this World Cup? Homework. Who is going to jump on that? Somebody answer that. Manis, we haven't seen Whisper quality in any major competition. To me, that's a problem. That's what I'm saying, that we need to see him in these things. Do I believe that he can do well? Of course, but we need to see him. I've seen him play, and he has a lot of quality. But until we see him in a team, in a regular competition, not no schoolboy, because here's the thing. We can't even use schoolboy, you know, because here's what we say. Oh, we rate up Pearson because we see him dominate schoolboy football. So we cannot use schoolboy football to judge Whisper, because we are saying we shouldn't use it to judge how good Pearson is. Because if you use schoolboy football, Pearson is a star. If you use schoolboy football, Duncan McKenzie is a star. If you use schoolboy football, Tyreek Zemenez is a star. But we can't use it because we know the quality is not good. So we can't use schoolboy football to judge Whisper. We have to use formal, high-quality competition. And all I'm saying is that we haven't seen him. He's still a youngster. We haven't seen him participate in those. Yet, week in, week out, playing against high-quality defenders, week in, week out. That's where we can make our judgment and determination about how high his quality is. The youth them have quality. They just need to protect the ball a little bit and play with more urgency. The discipline to our football playing styling is lacking, both senior and junior. Big up for that, Toby Bryan. Yeah, man, very good comment. I think mental discipline and those things are bigger. Hyatt, you're up by a goal to nil. You're supposed to be happy. Against Cavaliers. Big up Damian Hyatt. Brilliant goal yesterday by Nicholas Kumi Hamilton. If you have not seen it, it's a 7-second video. It's on I Am Sure Sports. You need to check it out. Brilliant goal for Harborview. Management, you are correct. We keep comparing people who are playing on different stages, and it is not fair. There you go. That's all I'm saying. We need to, yeah, understand. Like, I could not compare, for example, Richard King, who I think is a good player, but that is in context, because good can be very relative, you know, and contextual. So good is contextual. A player may be very good in the local league, but that don't mean compared to the players playing in the BPL, in the EPL is any good, because he will probably select 100 players. He probably finish 101 if you're looking at the EPL players. But when you talk about where he's playing, he may be a very good player. We had that experience with a player called Pepe. Pepe was a standout over there in France, Lille. He comes to Arsenal and people are saying he's no good, though he has some quality. Here we go. Here is Sir Richards. All right. So we had a conversation earlier. Good to have you in the chat. They were saying that Whisper had done an apology, and the Balakar said it, that there was a letter. Just want to find out from you if that is so, and also if that was set up on the same platform that he did the laughing emojis, so that the players who would have seen the original comment can see the apology to at least know that he has apologized. Or have you reached out to the actual players to know I don't know, because they said you did it, and then I hear that there's a letter. So I don't know if you can give us any clarity on that. I see. Or have you reached out? Coach Minzy, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. You did it, and then I hear that there's a letter. So
Morning.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Evening, man. What's up?
Me there, sound like you're there in a bed, man. You say rich, man. Asleep at 6:46, man.
Big up the people in the chat, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it look like it's a suspension of the subvention SDF going with, because JFF never fulfilled their portion of the flight, the chartered flight to take the players.
Oh, so they don't cancel it, they suspended it.
Yeah, they suspend it for this month, just to hoping that they'll pay their portion, and possibly if that happens, then they'll probably resume it. But until then, I guess they'll review it after this month to see how they go forward.
So are you aware as to why wouldn't the JFF cover the money already?
I don't know. Probably they thought they would have, was able to get through without.
So let me ask you a next question, Coach. So say the 3.5 million that they get a month. I don't know how much they owe. Because we understand that the charter flight was some 10 million. I don't know if some was paid by the JFF or one person paid all the money. All right. So why couldn't the SDF have those monies then for this month? Instead of going to the JFF, go directly to the person who contributed the money. Or that is not what that kind of money is supposed to be used for.
If it possibly should not be used for that. Hence why they are withholding that. Yeah.
Okay. So I think what we need to find out is what is the money given to the JFF from the SDF used for, or what is the purpose of its use?
I think the money they get from SDF is to cover some of their expenses. But you don't want to assist me, man, to take care of a flight, and then I'm waiting on your money to pay back me. You understand? So I'm wondering if that's the reason why they cut it off.
Hold on,
they were notified on June 21,
Okay, the SDF notified them that they were going to suspend the money if they did not.
Yes.
Pay back.
So apparently, JFF is supposed to pay a portion of 105,000 US.
Okay.
That money was a loan so that they could take care of the chartered flight to return from Suriname.
Right. So 105,000 US, right?
Yeah.
That's like 15.7 million.
Right. So JFF is supposed to pay a portion.
So they have not paid their portion.
Their portion.
So the SDF is saying that we are not giving you the monthly allocation until you pay your portion.
Basically, that's what it is saying. It said the SDF has suspended its monthly subvention of 3.5 million Jamaican dollars to the JFF for June. So it has been suspended for this month. So apparently they were looking forward to it for the end of this month, but they are not going to get it because they were notified. Until you pay about the borrowed money, you can't help you.
So, all right. So why wouldn't the SDF then, seeing that they have the money for the JFF, why wouldn't they give that money to the lender?
The 3.5?
Yeah. Like this is what would give to the JFF every month. They are not paying you back your money. You keep this money.
But it look to me like, man, since That's what I'm saying earlier, you know. Why would I want to give you the money where you have to go pay me back to pay back the borrower or the lender? So I just suspend the money and put back that fund in the loan amount.
Oh, so what happened? All right, so what your suspicion is that it is the SDF that lent the GFF the money?
No, man, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, let me hear.
They borrowed money to take care of the Suriname money. And what you're saying could be true as well, you know. But this is what I'm saying. They borrowed money.
The
So it's a loan
the GFF borrowed money.
Or probably a consortium effort came together.
Yes.
And put the 105 together, including JFF. So they say, all right, we borrowed from NCB, but 5 people have to pay back $10,000.
Oh.
So it can be that. So now, possible everybody would have paid their portion.
Except the JFF.
The JFF. This is just possibility as well, you know.
Yeah.
JFF probably is expecting to get money this month from SDF. Probably to put back in that money.
But what I'm saying though, this is so like I'm even more. I'm a little bit because if I lend you, right? Say I lend so let's use my son. I lend my son $10, but I give him a daily stipend of $1. All right, and I say to him, by the end of the week, give him back my $10. He doesn't give him back the $10. So I said, all right, I am not going to give you the $1.
Yeah.
So I keep
because when he get the $1, I might put towards to paying you.
Oh, you mean to give him back him stipend of $10?
All right. Remember, saying him borrow from you, you know. But you give him
so what you say that if me give him the money, I'm gonna just take it out of it to give me back. Oh, so
if we give you exactly. So I'm wondering if that's the reason why they cut it off.
Oh, they want them to go and find money. I see what you mean. Okay.
So on that point, matter.
Oh, I see what you mean. So really, what you're saying is the SDF may not want to give them money because if I give you 3.5, you just gotta give me back $3 million to my 3.5. Yeah, but I am also wondering that maybe the monies are not supposed to be like. I have a feeling like whatever because it's for sports. It's a sports development foundation. I almost believe that the monies are not for those purposes. And so the SDF is more saying like, listen, we are not giving them this money. Exactly what I said, because they're going to use it to pay the loan. And the money is not for that purpose.
Not exactly. So you are paying your son, you give your son $10 and say, by the end of the week, we need the $10. But you continue to give him his daily allowance. If him get that daily allowance, he might use it to make up to pay about the $10, you know. So you basically pay back your loan, you know.
Yeah. So because I see what you mean. So I lend my son $10. All he does, he waits every week until I give him the $10 and he pays me back my $1. So he's really using my money to pay me back. Whoa.
Oh, the formula have something in the comment.
Yeah, I seen that. And then you see what Eagle Republic say hiding from him?
No, man. Eagle, me not hide, man.
All right.
Eagle, not hide from Eagle, man.
All right. So formula is saying I hear the proven man uses his own money to pay for the chartered flight, and he was eventually reimbursed by the SDF.
Right. So it's a loan. Remember, say it's a loan in the money.
Oh, the SDF was then supposed to be reimbursed by the GFF.
Exactly.
Right, which is what Coach Minzy is saying.
Exactly.
That is
so
why
you want
Coach...
to take my money to
Yeah.
pay me back. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm
yeah. Eagle Republic just gave it the best scenario. The JFF is like the guy who uses his bank overdraft to repay his bank loan.
Exactly. And that's the point to me. I mean. Even the analogy you give with your son, I see him thing.
Why it's sad though? Because that's what I'm saying, that it does mean then that the organization is completely bankrupt.
Yeah, man, them broke. No doubt about it. When we really when them say them not have no money, a lot of people never believe, you know. But they really don't have any money, you know.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're bankrupt. Because when you consider that, because remember, I was thinking that, okay, obviously, if people paid for the U20 team, people contributed significantly. I know they gave a part of it, you know, the JFF, I guess they didn't want it to look bad. So they gave a part. The U20 team, or I don't know if it is CONCACAF helped them, but they ended up contributing. But a majority of it were covered by individuals. The players got to the thing. You'd think like, okay, maybe they save some money. But the truth is, they never had. It's like you're taking money that's supposed to do this. It's like you're taking, it's like you take a light bill money to pay your water bill, but your light bill going to come, and you take a phone bill money to pay it. So you really not have the money, you know.
Yeah, recycle the money.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering now, you know, man, this might be
the straw that break the camel's back.
No, this might be something for Neil to look into, because the SDF is a government entity, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it probably be different when it comes on to finances and not policy. They help them out, bail them out in finance, but yet still them owe them and them stop the money. Or will they get back their money if JFF not no money? And what actions can they take? Can they go take all on the
seize them assets?
Yeah, and them something there. A whole lot of things are played for my head, I know.
Yeah, because so what if the JFF can't pay them back? What happens? Does it get written off as bad debt? And then
it depends on who.
And then
everybody is right what that.
Yeah, but listen, like, hey, this is, but the other question they're going to ask is that, is it right for the SDF to not give them the money that they're supposed to get if there's no stipulation as to what the money is supposed to do? In other words, like, say let's look at child maintenance. A man's supposed to pay child maintenance. All right? But the baby mother had borrowed $10,000 from him. Should he stop child maintenance? Even if she's going to use the $3,000 that him giving her to pay back the loan.
Well, that's a different thing. That is a
yeah.
But it set away, man. Set away.
Yeah, and then like I was saying earlier, Coach, can you remember that you have Coach Whitmore that his payments are not done yet? You have the Dalton Wind, no resignation because no agreement, no formal agreement in terms of payment. You have those two things still out there, you know.
So they really, and is it a case where it is going to be retroactive because the longer them take to
Vin Blaine, see, Brain Drain just reminding us that Vin Blaine money as well.
And not only Vin Blaine, I was
the whole coaching staff. I know that they have like a new policy. I also heard that there's a new policy which don't make any sense to me. And then, you know, Paul Hall, before the World Cup, did not get game for the games that he did. The World Cup qualifying games.
Did not get it?
Nations League, sorry people. And so I am sure that even the Nation League games, he may not have been paid for.
Yeah, plus some of the players they not get money.
Right,
They not
right,
get
because
them per
yeah, and
payment and them stuff.
the players also said that they did not get play and they still came. And then you want to know next thing, Coach Minzy? Know how per diem is done, you know. Apparently is that you don't get per diem until you come back, which no make no sense. So you're supposed to go wherever,
That's a foolishness.
and then you
Per
get
diem is a daily thing, you know. You get your money daily, you know. Like then calculate the amount of days you did it, and then give you per
yes,
diem. Not supposed to account, you know. You're supposed to get that in and you know
yeah,
as your pocket money, you know. And you pay different, you know, or your stipend. So that's not paid.
yeah. Kyle is saying that JFF bankruptcy is a blessing in disguise for change, considering they gave away the multi-million-dollar trademark.
Yeah, you watch a video with Neo though.
Yeah,
See
man. Seriously.
Yeah, man. That big video that Neo do, man. Important information. So it's like, man, you have your trademark, see? And you don't pay for it when the payment date is due. So you make it elapse.
Yep.
Somebody else just gonna take it up.
There you go.
And control it. So you have no access to it again.
Yep.
And that is it.
Unless I mean the only way you can do that is that you can always find out when the registration up and register for it before the person.
No, but the person sometimes have 30 days after, you know.
Before,
so they
yeah,
get a month. So even if they don't register, you can just run in and register.
And register it, right. The time have to elapse first. Yeah.
So the thing said, well, I don't know what's going to happen to this JFF thing, Bridget.
Jeez. And the thing is that I'm saying that with all of these things, my saddest thing is that we have not heard. You realize that you have not heard. I don't know. I have not heard anything, read anything in the newspaper, saw anything on the news, or hear it on the radio about the position of the general secretary. Is somebody in there? Who is the person who is doing the role? Because it's a FIFA stipulated, it's part of whole FIFA restructuring of federations or associations. There needs to be a general secretary, because that person, they even have these meetings where all the general secretaries in the different federations have meetings with the FIFA committees, you know. So we can't operate.
Man,
yeah?
If the man resign, you're not supposed to still have it, Bridget. He must have work if he not resign. He must have work from home. No, look at it, man. If me not resign from a negotiation is still on, is it a case where you have to tell me, say, don't come to work? Because legally I'm still the gen sec.
That is true.
He's still the sec. And there's no conclusion, there's no decision made. So the thing come like a back wall thing.
Yeah, well, maybe the banking and the U-20 team qualifying, because somebody did say if the team qualify,
that to bring in some funds.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much money they get, and is that for preparation? Like that again, you know, that is the same like utility bills I'm talking about. When you get that money, you use it up.
Exactly.
When the tournament start, you're gonna be in the same problems.
So you probably use it to cover the reggae girls. They use it to cover this. They use it to cover that. And then the people that were really and truly make the qualification to get the money. It now goes a little bit. It will trickle down to them.
Yes. Yeah. So see, some people say that he's not suspended either, and there's no official, you know.
Remember the statement in the money was that if him not something there, if him not resign, they are going to be pushed to fire him. We have not heard anything if anything of the sort has happened, which we not think happened. So that in itself is another binding upon them, because apparently them can't let them hand and do nothing. because it will go the route of finances, and they have been having a lot of challenges where finances are concerned. So
Yeah.
right now, then drop now well, brother.
Yeah. Eagle Republic is saying that the technical director and the GenSec, the money is provided by FIFA, but they are paid by the federation.
Mm-hmm.
So though FIFA gives you, so like FIFA put the money in the account as an example, right? But the JFF have to write the check. So this is what I'm saying, that they could have gotten some of those monies and use them to do other things.
Things, yeah.
And which I think has been happening. They're so indebted that when they get $10,000 to pay a light bill, they pay the water bill, hoping that some money will come in. So they and they, well, know what? No money not come in, except that the money that come in was supposed to, pay buy the gas. So them use that pay the light bill. Hope, and it's always hoping that them get, you understand? It's almost like, let's hope that we'll get. And when them don't get any money, like what happened with players, nobody get paid. The coach don't get paid because we have to wait until we get money. And I think that is why the SDF is probably taking this position. It's almost like,
right, because they realize that mismanagement of funds. And the next thing, man, is that
whoa.
That's jump out of my head.
Yeah, man. Oh Lord, boy. I don't know, man. But this is not. I hope that there's, because my concern in a coach means is with this U20 team. Because like I said, my video that I did, my sources were credible. There was no plan in place.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Remember what I did I say?
Go ahead.
And why there probably be standoff, What I've heard allegedly is that some of these big wigs, they have utilized their own resources that possibly would have caused them to have strongholds, so to speak. So, because the money come and use to something else, all right, me invest a portion of what me have in the coffers of the JFF to create some cost. And then now I can hold the ransom because you owe me.
Oh. Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
That's another argument I'm hearing. So, for example, allegedly the money come from people to pay these individuals, but it is used to do something else. So these said individuals use their own money to do certain things. So now they are indebted to JFF is indebted to them.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why sometimes they behave the way they behave, because they feel as if them have
some clout, them have some power. Yeah. In other words, brethren, you have my money, forgive me.
Do this. Yeah, remember say you owe me this.
Yeah, remember say you owe me. Yeah. Oh.
The thing set away.
Yeah. So that is the thing, man. This is serious. I don't know. Yes, Stefan. I mean, it is like a payday loan, yeah, man. You understand me? It's payday loan. This is crazy. It don't sound good at all. I hope they have some plans to get the players back home when this competition. You understand me? JFF, go ahead, Coach Rizzi.
So now people realize that it is really an organization. What you call it? A private entity, like was said.
Yeah, but what I was saying because Brain Drain said this earlier. So I said that if they can't, as a private company, can you file for bankruptcy? What Brain Drain said is that there's a difference with being bankrupt and being in debt. Is it JFF?
In debt, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But is the JFF just in debt, or are they bankrupt? Because it's not just that they just owe money.
Because an accountant would have to go in to do all of that to find out what the level they would be. It would seem to me, though, that they are at the stage of being indebted. in debt rather. It possibly might not, because at the end of the day, monthly money still coming that they'll be able to pay salaries and all of those things. So you wouldn't say that they're in bankrupt.
But they're indebted, seriously indebted. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in debt. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Brain drain. You need to give some of that intellectual acumen to Charlotte. You need to give some of that intellectual acumen to Charlotte. That's needed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking.
Yeah, man. Eco Riggs is saying that can they create a GoFundMe? I think it would be easier if the teams, like if it's like how the Reggae Girls have the foundation and people can give to. I think if the U20 team, and maybe that's the way they have to go until they get it settled, that the U20 team, what if they qualify, they could create a GoFundMe thing to help with the campaign. But I think if it is a JFF planned, organized, or run thing, it would not happen.
Yeah. There's going to be pushback from it.
You see, no, they were not. If they were kicked out of the hotel room from Nicaragua, what are you talking about, TikTok? What is TikTok talking about? TikTok, let me tell you again, because I don't know. Because you know, JFF thing, you come on and ask. So let me explain to you again. Because I think you're going back to the video that I did. If Jamaica failed to beat Antigua and did not qualify, they would have to leave the hotel in the morning after the game against Antigua, because Antigua would have qualified and we would not have. And you get until every team get until the next morning to leave the hotel. Obviously, Jamaica beat Antigua, so they would not have been kicked out of the hotel. What is wrong with you, TikTok? Your brain moving ticky-tacky? What kind of question are you asking? Come on, man. Don't be like that. You want me to give?
All right, man.
All right. Big up, Coach Minzy.
Yeah, man. Me I go run.
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks for the info. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself.
Yeah. All right. That is Coach Minzy from the Coaches Desk, really giving us some good insight right there. All right. So listen, man. All right. So don't go back down this road because you don't want me to talk. Listen, TikTok, if you work with the GFF, you know what you're doing is not good enough. It's not good. Oh, you say it's a troublemaker, yeah. Me now go bring it up. Me now go bring it up because me feel say I try for me talk some things, you know. But me now follow above CC, yeah. But this is it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So I don't know. I don't know what's all right. I don't know what's going on there. I don't with the JFF. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right. Kyle Wallace says the difference between in debt and bankruptcy is with indebtedness. You can pay your bills. That question will be answered. Yes, Kyle. Yes, Kyle. We will find out. We'll find out if they can pay the bill soon. Well, I think if next month comes and the SDF don't give them any more money, we are certainly going to find out, and that is going to be funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, yep. That is going to be funny. Rob Smith says, if the U20 qualifies, some organists will sponsor them. Don't worry about that. Yeah, but I think, though, that going ahead, like, we have an under-17 team. My suggestion is that, like, the under-17 team, like, should create a GoFundMe for the under-17 Hey, all right, TikTok, can you work with the GFF? Go and find out from CONCACAF why the coaches had to be moved out of the 5-star hotel they're staying in. And come and tell the people. Whichever department you're working at the GFF, come back and the next comment you must put up is tell us why the coaching staff were taken out of the hotel. And they had to find a different hotel. So the coaching staff and the players are in 2 different properties. Go and find out that from the JFF and call back management and tell him, or come and text and tell the people. You want to go down the road? I'm tell you, don't go down the road here, you know. You don't want to go down the road here. So you find the CONCACAF rules. Antigua left the day after the game with Jamaica. They left the hotel. So here's what I'd love to do. How much money we have? I go and ask my wife how much money we can. I want you to put up some US money. See if we can wager 5,000 US, me and you. And I will present to you information, credible information, that if Jamaica lost with Antigua, there was no plans for the players to come back to Jamaica. So 5,000 US, because you have whole patak, you know, TikTok. All right? 5,000. You ready? Put up your name and put up. And we donate it too. So if watch out. You see, if you lose, we want a $5,000 US that go towards the U team. Come in TikTok. But we need to know your real identity. So we can wager this. Me not bet. No, me I give it away. For the purpose of this. Me not bet you. But you have to give a 5. Between me and you, one of we will give $5,000 US to the team. So call in. Because nobody not going to know your name. Just call and say you name TikTok. You can all think their number. What them do? Them private the number. So nobody don't know your number. Call in TikTok. And make we go down the road here. Come on. Come on, man. Call in, man. See the number running across. And put up a 5,000 wager. 5,000. And you give it to the people. Put up your correct name. And then you give it to the U-20 team. Antigua had to leave the hotel that same morning after the Jamaica game. And they came out of the hotel so that the other team could come in the same hotel. Subsequent to that 5-star hotel, the only one in Honduras, portions of the coaching staff had to come out and stay in a different property. Come now, let me take so long. I would not make that bet, man, because it is normal for a team planning to go far, not to make plans to lose to Antigua. Hey, people, this man a real back foot here, man. Look at the man saying, oh, people. I'm gone here, man. TikTok, hey, you are the greatest. You are the greatest. That's okay, so TikTok, you're saying that you just agree with me? So there were no plans because the team planned on going. How far did the team plan on going? All right. Seeing that you know the plan, how far the team plan on going, TikTok? In TikTok, tell us, when are the plans going to be put in place? Are there plans in for Wednesday? Are they planning on going further than Wednesday, TikTok? You mean it's not? All right. TikTok. When you have people's kids under your care, what happens to them is your fault. all of these kids needed parental consent or agreement to be where they are. The JFF couldn't go to your clubs and get them without parents. So you, for the moment you have them, you are their parents. You are responsible. And if you don't have a plan for them to get back home, you can't say it's the organizer's fault. If the organizers don't do it, you need to have a plan. Easy like Sunday morning. People, so we have 40 minutes. We have 40 minutes. Oh. You said they might have been planned before playing Haiti, but not Antigua. Yeah. Yeah. No, man. Sir Richards, once you said that it was done, man, I believe you, man. We don't have, yeah, man. Once you say it was done. TikTok just come to nice up the show. He said the GFF have a plan. Okay, all right, boss. So you're admitting that for the Antigua game, they did not have a plan because they did not plan on losing. All right. So we want to find out, is there a plan for Dominica Republic on Wednesday? And then we go move on. TikTok or something. Oh, okay. So he also did it. Yeah, man. So people, the whisper apology is also on Insta. Awesome. Good move. Because I did say that I didn't like it. I am glad that he did that. What Jamaica hit? TikTok. Nobody hating Jamaica. And a lot of the people you see in these platforms, TikTok, they probably like you, have given, even for this U20 team, given significant, many people in this chat. They don't come up and talk about it, but many persons in this chat right now gave significant financial contribution to this U20 team. Trust me. Many people in this chat throughout the World Cup campaign and this U20 campaign helped significantly with documentations of players. So there's no hate in Jamaica. So don't come here with that. But when we have information, so answer us TikTok, seeing that you have all of this information. When we are talking about today that the SDF has suspended the $3.5 million monthly subvention to the Jamaica Football Federation because they have not kept their word in repaying a loan. TikTok, is that so, or that is us hating Jamaica? Or are we just hating Jamaica to bring up that TikTok? Where is he? TikTok, you're taking too long to respond, you know. I want you to answer that for me, TikTok. And other people are also asking a question, so let's answer that. People, so we want to spend the next so thanks to Whisper's dad, who is in the comment section, acknowledging that Whisper did apologize, right? Which is commendable. All right. I hope the players got that as well. Man, ask TikTok. TikTok, are you the same person called Skillibeng? Wreaking havoc over on other people's platform? Eh? I highly doubt it coming from you and Minzy. Highly doubt what? Oh, you highly Coach Minzy. The man said what we're saying. So do you read newspaper and all of those things? So all of those, because it's out there, you know. It's not like it is out there in newspapers. So TikTok, answer me again. It is out there in the news. Because I don't want to say you doubt it coming from me and Minzy. So I didn't even know you know Minzy. You see it? I'm asking you again. TikTok. TikTok. It is out there in the news that the Social Development, Sport Development Foundation, the SDF, has suspended the 3.5 monthly subvention to the JFF until they have repaid what they have owed. I am asking you is if this is hating Jamaica as well. Not the SDC, the SDF, Sports Development Foundation. You don't have to check them, just check your sources in the JFF. Check your sources in the JFF. Check your sources in the JFF. And listen to the sports broadcast. Oh, yeah. And people, Jamaica not playing the USA, because you hear that. Jamaica playing against the Dominican Republic, not the USA. All right? We're not playing the USA. We are not playing the USA. All right, Kyle Wallace, I'm God for real. All right. So let me move on. All right. I want to close today's show doing something. I'm going back to one of our yeah, Coach Minzy, me follow TikTok, man. You see TikTok a joker. You know, so we get our things from credible sources. Credible sources. TikTok can go and talk, man. You can't call anybody at the JFF and ask them, man. We done with TikTok. TikTok, listen. TikTok will give me information about what going over Honduras that he can provide nothing, but we must believe him. But nobody mustn't believe we. It's the same standard we might use for discredit us are the same steps he want to use for people to believe him. There you go, CC. Yeah, man. CC, you did say that first or third. All right, people, listen, we're going to spend the next half an hour to close out the show. The 10, we have been doing some top 10, right? So who are the 10 best players out of England, center forwards, who have represented Jamaica? All right. That's the next top 10 we're doing. We're going to do two top 10s. One with the 10 best out of England, The other one will be the 10 best who have played professionally in the United States, right? I'm going to put up some names and then we can then put them in order of center forwards, all right? Top 10. All right, let's go with not top 10. Yeah, let's put up all the names and then you can tell me how you'd put them in terms of who is number one based on their impact for Jamaica, not just what they did at their clubs, but what they did for Jamaica when they represented Jamaica. All right. I may not know all the names, but if you know any, you can tell me and I'll add that name as well. We're talking on the male side, right? Not on the female side. We're not talking Jamaicans who moved to the States. We are talking players who were born and bred in the United in England and came over and represented Jamaica. All right. We're talking those who are retired because it's not a lot of them, and those who are still playing. No. All right. So who are the top 10? You may have some very old persons that I may not know. You can also tell me those names as well. We can work with it. We can work with them. All right, so I have 11 names that I'm going to show you. And then once we have done that, you can just give me your top 10. Let me see. Paul Hall, Dean Burton, Marcus Gale. By the way, Cataract ain't not doing so well. Paul Hall, Trevor Benjamin. Okay, I didn't know that. Means Marcus Gill. All right, Dean Burton, Marcus Gill. Robert Earl is the only forward to score a World Cup goal. All right, so tell me, Trevor Benjamin. I don't know that name. Trevor Benjamin played for Jamaica. That's a good one, Leon, because I didn't know that name. So look at it. Look at the list that I've created, and then I have most of the names except for the Trevor Benjamin. And tell me if anyone on this list you take off, and who would be number one, and who would be like number two. All right. So that's the list, people. Who would be number one? Would they take off Lindy De La Pena off that list because he was Jamaican? Paul Hall, number one. All right, so let's remove this comment. Robbie Earl ain't a center forward, but that's where he played for Jamaica, you know. Robbie Earl played center forward for Jamaica. Remember, that's where he played and scored for Jamaica in the World Cup. CC said that he's not using Robbie Earl. So everybody's agreed with Dean Burton being number one. I think most people don't have Lindy De La Pena. So let's remove Lindy De La Pena from the list. Put a Paul Hall up here as number two. Whoa, you guys don't remember Trevor Benjamin. Burton and Hall helped to qualify the team. No, he didn't. He was playing a midfield. Okay. So Robbie Earl, some person are saying Robbie Earl wasn't a forward. Yeah, man, you can tell me. You can't use John Barnes though. You can't use John Barnes though. Brain drain because he never played for Giles Barnes. Yeah, Giles Barnes. Yes, Giles Barnes is a good one. Clayton Donaldson. Clayton Donaldson is there. So who all right, who do I take off? Giles Barnes, who can Robbie Earl, they said that Robbie Earl wasn't a forward. So let's take off Robbie Earl and put Giles Barnes. Because Giles Barnes. Because Robbie Earl, they said, was a midfielder. Okay? So we have Dean Burton, Paul Hall, Marcus Gill, Giles Barnes, Clayton Donaldson, Marlon King, Kemar Roof, Mikel Antonio, Jermaine Beckford, and Jamal Lowe. Coward boss. Who makes your list? Coward boss. Put up the name then, Coward. Because you can't take off everybody. Give us some name, Coward boss. Yeah, man. Them play. These are forwards, center forwards and thing. We're not strikers really, but forwards. So that's a good enough list, right? All right. So not sure about Jamal Lowe. So we're gonna remove Jamal Lowe. It's up to you, people. We're gonna remove Jamal Lowe and leave it at 9. All right. And I have a big one coming up, people. A really, really big one coming up, right? So many people have been asking for this. So starting tomorrow, right? Starting tomorrow, Darren Byfield. Yeah, Darren Byfield played for Jamaica, you know. He was a winger though, Lee Young. Wasn't he a winger? Yeah, oh jeez, Andre Gray. Yeah, we leave off Andre Gray. Oh my God, Andre Gray must depend on this, man. Yeah, man. Andre Gray. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See there now, people. That's it. It's 10 we're doing, you know. So if you have any other name, you have to take off somebody. We're not going past 10. Prior to Cataract, we had a Cataract not playing, not doing so well. So please let us remember to pray for him. This one, Coward boss said, Jamari Clark alone make my list. Rest only came in when the program was quality. Was qualified. No, I can't agree with you on that one. Who you taking off? Lee Young, you have to tell me who you're taking off and adding Barry Hills. Who are you going to take off? Or who you're going to take off and put on Darren Byfield? You have to tell me. You have to take off a name. You can't just give me a name like that. All right? No, man. Jamal Campbell Rice was a winger. Wasn't he? He was a very speedy winger, Brian. Jermaine Beckford is there, man. So, all right. So, who should we take out and add in? You said the list too long. Giles Barnes is more of a cam, okay? Marlon King is there. So maybe we should go 5. So out of this 10, let us select 5. Right, we're going to cut it down to 5. Let's select 5, all right, from this list. Who are the top 5, all right? So number 1 would say who are the 5 that remains? Give me a 5 and we'll work. All right, Jamal Campbell Rice on it, but we're cutting it down to 5. Do we go Dean Burton, Paul Hall, Marlon King, Mikel Antonio. That's 4. And who is number 5? All right, so Burton 1. All right, so Burton 1, King 2. All right, let's go with that. So let's make those changes. So some person are saying Burton is 1, Marlon King. We're going top 5 people, just top 5. Top 5 and we finish. Who is number 3? Who would be Paul Hall or Mikel Antonio, Kemaru, Marlon King, Dean Burton, Giles Barnes, Antonio, number 3. All right, some person are saying and Mikel Antonio. All right. Giles Barnes, number 3. Who is number 4? Who is the last one? Who is the last one to make the top 5? Hall. No, man. We're going to do a next one right after this. Roof over Gray. Hall. All right. I think Hall is the name that is Paul Hall. All right. So Paul Hall is number 5. All right. So these names out. Out. So there you go. That is our top 5 players, attacking players or forwards from out of England. Oh, Kevin Lisby. People now miss out some name, you know. Kevin Lisby. What about Kevin Lisby? CC, we said England, CC. Where you come with Andy Williams and Wooldie Harris? England. Come on. Is that the top 5? What about Kevin Lisby? Hey, Kevin Lisby was a baller still. Did he score? I think 1 goal he scored for Jamaica still, you know. All of these guys on the list score multiple goals for Jamaica still. I think this is a good top 5 people. What do you think? Who would you take out? Lee Young. You have to tell me who you take out and put in that. I think all of us have these. Yeah. Yeah. Lisby didn't play enough. There you go. That's what I think. All right. So we go. So that's one list. The next list we are going to do now is those who played in America, right? Had stellar career for the as Jamaicans in America, in the United States of America. All right. So of course I had to speak to some of the players who played in America. All right. And I got some names. I don't know if you know all of them. All right. You don't know. Freddie Butler. Let's change the font. So give me a names of those in America, and then we're gonna work with it, right? So let's see. So we have Freddie Butler. All right, Paul Young, the name that came up. And these are strikers, right? Or forwards. Wooldie Harris. All right, so let's go. All right. So I'll soon show you the list, people, and then we'll do that. All right. So here we go. Bam. All right. So we need to come. Yeah. No, man. Freddie Butler. What you talking about? Freddie Butler played forward, man. See, we have a caller coming in. Call coming in. Yes, caller.
Yeah, look, man.
Yeah, man. What go?
Yeah, I'm there, man. You have to put my Giles Barnes on the list there, man.
Yeah, Giles Barnes.
I mean, Giles Barnes play a couple seasons well in the MLS, you know. But
Oh,
Houston Dynamo,
yeah,
you
man.
know, I
Yeah, man.
think
I have him. I have
all
him.
on the
Right. Yeah,
season.
yeah. I have him on. I have him on this list. I have him on the list of the
Oh.
people in America. Yeah, man. Definitely. Giles Barnes. Yeah, man. Do I?
Car
Anandelo?
Steve. No,
No.
Car Steve is
No,
attacking.
no.
Car Steve is attacking.
Yeah, man. I have Giles Barnes on the list. Yeah. So let me put up who I have. Right. So I have Freddie Butler, Paul Hall, Woody Harris, Omar Cummins,
Paul Hall or Paul Young?
Paul Young. I have Omar Cummins, a brother named Paul Newman.
On the Mattox.
Oh yeah, Peter Isaacs.
Man, want to Mattox.
Yeah, man, Darren Mattox. I tell you not people, so we're gonna put up the name and then take off name, you know. Fabian Taylor played over there too, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Scored a lot of goals. You have
Dane Kelly.
Dane Kelly. You really think?
All
Right.
time
Put up the name, you know.
Man, all time USL lead goals for a man.
You have a player named Horace Pitt. You have Christopher Dias. That is Christopher Belly Dias. You have Walter Boyd.
Yeah, one to the Pearl. Just go to one to the Pearl.
You have Anandilo who played forward over there too, you know.
Yeah.
I think Rochester Rhinos he played for as a forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
right?
man.
You have Giles Barnes. And you have what am I leaving out? Christopher Chipper Morgan or Chris Morgan. All right. Those are some of the names, and now we need to select. And Paul T. got Davis played over there too.
Yeah.
Paul Davis. That's Paul T. got Davis. All right. So now we have 16 names, right? And you know we only can keep 10. So people. So Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, man, Ryan Johnson. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Johnson was a striker.
O'Brien White. Yeah, man, O'Brien White. Go on, some things over that, you know. Some of the names. Good. All right. O'Brien White.
Come on, I just MLS alone, I look fun.
Yeah, we have to look at the height because we can put the names in, but they won't get drop off.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because at the end of the day, if a man do it in the MLS and a man do it in the USL, more often than not, you're gonna find that the MLS man then probably gonna make the list. But we can still add them and see. Damani Ralph. Yeah, man, Damani Ralph, for real, yo.
Yeah, so that's why I said Dane Kelly, because the man scored about 100 goals in USL, man.
Damani Ralph, indeed. Damani Ralph. Hey, we forget them one name. Ralph. Somebody said that Dean Richards, although Dean Richards is more.
Yeah, man, Dean a winger still, but Dean.
Yeah.
Sometime in the MLS.
Yeah. Somebody said Alan Skillcole never played in the States long, man. Somebody saying Alan Skillcole. Yeah. Dean Kelly is the USL all-time scorer. Yeah, man. Dean Kelly. I have Dean Kelly on it, man. All right. So, people, here's the problem we have now. We only can use 10 people. Only 10. Let me make sure I get all the names. With the exception of Skillcole, Darren Mattox, Altiman Butler was a forward, only saw him play midfield for Jamaica. Oh, Corey Burke.
Yeah, I can give Corey an honorable mention. Corey has a little money.
No, you have other money. You have to talk about, man.
Yeah, but Corey now make a list, so you can get an honorable mention.
Corey Burke. Corey Burke, before him thing there now. They'll go on with some things. All right, people, we have 21 names because the more people you put on it, the harder it's going to be if we get it down. Money, once you put Pearl on that list, he's number one. No. Jeff Cunningham didn't play for Jamaica. He wasn't. Jeff Cunningham played for the United States, so he wouldn't be on it. Leon, all of these players are Jamaican representative, even if they didn't play along. So we wouldn't put him on it. All right. So people, we need to cut. We need to get. All right. Me now also get rid of. What is the best? We need to eliminate. Is a better word.
Yeah, we need to downsize the list.
Yeah, we need to downsize the list.
Yeah, eliminate the big part of them, man.
Yeah. So let us. We don't afraid we also remove or delete. All right. Omar Cunningham is there. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Freddie Butler can come off because he's not a center forward. Jason Guna, Freddie Butler is a center forward. I am telling you. He played forward. He played as a striker. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, right?
Yeah, but man, people would have said Freddie must play midfield for Jamaica State. Probably that's why.
Yeah, but for Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Can't be Travis Spencer. Yeah, because he played for the USA. But somebody just said, no, I had my bias. Pearl is number one. No one. Pearl is number one. Reduce is better. Yeah. All right. So
reduce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce.
Jeff Cunningham played one game for Jamaica, but then Jeff Cunningham ended up playing for the United States. So I don't know if we can do that. Yeah. Oh boy, but I must say Alan Skillcole played it for Atlanta, you know. True, you know, but he never played long. That's what I'm saying. I think it's only one season he played. One season. And it was the full season. Remember, I did the interview with him, Orlando. That is why I don't have him on it, you know. Mr. Porter saying that Jeff Cunningham played one game for Jamaica. All right? So this King Jav said Lowe, Pearl, Mattox, Butler, and Johnson. That is his 5. All right? So who are we going to remove, people? Let me start and see if you agree with me. All right? Whoa. Tell me if you agree with me, man, Steve. All right, we can.
Morning, send me the link. I'm going to actually listen. Send me the link.
All right, let me do. Yeah, all right, let me send you the link right now. All right, people, you're gonna have to help me now. Who is the first person? Oh, Deshaun Brown. Yeah, man, Deshaun Brown. Deshaun Brown for real, you know, the former States player. Hey, I can't add no more name to the list. Bro, can't add no more. I hope we don't miss out nobody else. All right, let me send Man of Steel, and he's going to help me to reduce the list. Yeah. All right. So people, in the meantime, so what we are going to do as well, all right, starting tomorrow, we're going to select an all-time, a 90s Manning Cup team and a 90s DaCosta Cup team. Then we're going to do a 80s Manning Cup team, and so it is 11 players, one in each position, all right, for Manning Cup and DaCosta Cup for the 90s. Who would be the best 11 for from 1990 to 1999, right? We're going to do that. All right, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So people, we don't have a lot of time. So who is the first person we can take off the list? All right, let's go. And don't please, nobody just do sentiments alone. No, Leon Bailey never played over there, man. Shelton never played over there long. Shelton never played long in the States. He never played long. I think it all is less than all 6 months, less than a season. Richard Davey, yeah, no, Richard Davey did a lot. Hey, listen, people, Richard Davey. Yo, people, may I try to reduce the list and increase the list? Come on, say. Hey, Freddie Butler or somebody, one of the former players, them. Or we need some help. Me I try to get people. Who is Ryan? Who is Ryan Jackson? Ryan Johnson. No man, it's Ryan Johnson. I said Jackson. Ryan Johnson. Let me correct that. We're gonna have to leave this list. We can't figure out what I want to do, right? You don't want to take off nobody off the list. Fleming and Junior Fleming. Junior Fleming and Nico Breath. All right. Really? Junior Fleming as one of the standout Jamaicans in ML in the USA? Oh no, man. All right. All right. So Jason said take off O'Brien White, Fabian Taylor, Chris Dias, and Horace Pitt. All right. We need some thumbs up if you not agree with that, people. All right, we have a call coming in. Yes, caller.
Yes, man. This is Kyle here. How you doing?
Kyle, I'm doing good. Good to hear from you, man. Been a while.
Yeah, it's good to finally make your show. You know, but I was calling in to give some historical context to all those footballers that you have on that list. There's someone that precedes them that history has forgotten.
Yeah.
His name is Gil Heron. He's the first Jamaican to play in the USA, right? And he played back in the early 1940s. He was known as the Black Arrow, also called the Black Flash. He went to St. George's College, won the Manning Cup.
Heron?
Gil Heron, right. Google up his name. He won the Manning Cup in 1937 and the Oliver Shield with St. George's College. He was so good and so great that he beat a Celtic team when they traveled to the USA. That Celtic bought him and took him to Scotland, you know, where they say that racism basically fought him out from being a star. But he also starred in a All-Star game, a Caribbean All-Star game in the 1950s with Lindy Delapenna. So my list, I would put Gil Heron first because he paved the way for all those guys.
So Gil Heron is your first. All right, look at the list. Because the people giving me like Paul Pringle, I don't know some of these people.
My number one player is Onandi Lowe. I love Onandi Lowe. Nobody can tell me nothing.
All right, so Onandi Lowe makes your list. Anybody else that you?
Onandi Lowe is number one. Onandi Lowe. Then I will put Mattox. Then I would put Kelly and Richard and Damani Ralph. That's my five right there.
So hold on. Yes, who you using? Dane Richards, Gil Heron, Anandi Lowe.
Well, right.
And who are
well, you know, to be what you call it, to be politically correct, you know, I will put Gil Heron. I have never seen him play, but I've heard about him from my father. You know, because back in his days, you know, he was the most popular thing back in those days. But personally, you know, in this century, who I have seen, nobody come close to Onandi Lowe.
So you have
nobody.
You have Onandi Lowe, Dane Richards,
as number
Damani Ralph,
right.
And who again? Ryan, was it Ryan Johnson? You said.
Next, Mattox. I put in Mattox.
Darren Mattox.
Right.
So no Paul Young, no Wooldy Harris, no Omar Cummins. So you.
No. Like my striker and physical and clinical.
No Freddie Butler for you.
None miss. No. None miss. No matter you know what the money wants about Nandi. Nandi miss. Come on.
But you
watch the game what you did against. Huh? Go on.
You have to give me one more name though. You have to give. We need one more name because there's only four you have.
So name of the list, son.
So the list have Freddie Butler, Paul Young, Woody Harris, Omar Cummins, Paul Newman, Peter.
No. Name out my list. Who
you have
the guy put down?
you have Anandi Lowe, Damani Ralph, Darren Mattox, Dane Richards, I think you said.
Right.
And I don't know who the next person is.
And Dane Kelly. That's
Dane,
it right
Dane
there.
Kelly and Dane Kelly.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Speedy. Right.
Okay.
5.
So that's your 5.
Yeah. That's my 5.
All right. Somebody said, all right then. Because you're saying take off Dias, take off Pitt, take off Isaacs, take off Taylor, Young, Newman, White, Morgan, Bond, Davis Johnson, Brown, and everyone else. Leave Lowe, Ralph, Boyd, Mattox, and Kelly. No, we're trying to keep a top 10. So I can't take off some of the person's TikTok.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a good list, though. It's a good list.
Yeah.
It's a good list.
But like Jason is saying, Blacker Boyd must be in it because what Blacker Boyd did at Colorado Rapids.
I don't know. I mean, to me, Blacker was more skilled than anything else, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like him, but Blacker wasn't my favorite. Nandi was my favorite.
And then Marlon is saying that Flemings and Nico Breath has over 50 goals in the USA. So how come Flemings and Nico Breath don't make that list? Well, I don't think they're at that level still. To me, they're good players, but I don't think they. That's just my opinion. I don't think like Nico Breath and
Flemings. Junior Flemings was mostly a USL player.
Yeah.
Right. And people seem to forget, that Nandi wasn't only a USL player. He played MLS also when it just started. And then he moved to England. People forget that. Right?
Yeah.
But, Fleming's young, man. Fleming's have time to prove his mettle. But I've never seen no other striker as devastating and clinical as Nandi.
All right. That's a good one. That's a good shot. I have a list of players who I think are the most all-rounded players that has ever played for Jamaica. And I think Anandi Lowe is the number 1 on that list. Because I think he's the only national player we have that played all the positions he played in the national team well.
Oh, yeah. Excellent player. Versatile.
Yeah.
History just wasn't too kind to him. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks for the call and for the support. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Thank you.
All right, cool. All right. So that was Kyle. People, see, we cut down the list to 22. We need to take off. I still need to reduce it to 10. We had a caller. Let me just see if I can get back the caller before we move on and stuff. So who else we can take off, people? Pearl, Nandi. No, man, this list is 10.
Good night.
Yes, good night. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Good night, Monies, man. I think that Darren Mattox have to be up there on the list. Good night.
Okay. So
yeah, I never see a Jamaican different from Andre because Darren Mattox is the next who get draft in the top 10 at number 2 at that time. He was doing well in college over there also.
Okay, so you have Darren Mattox on your list.
Yeah. Woody Harris.
Yes.
Walter Boy.
Yes.
Anandi Lowe.
Yes.
And to be honest, I'd say Paul Young.
And Paul Young. Okay.
Yeah, but but definitely Darren Mattox. I think I may be first. I think he's supposed to get Rookie of the Year at Vancouver. I think Vancouver drafting.
Yes.
So I think Darren Mattox, he deserves to be in the top 10 without a doubt.
Yeah. All right. So he's in the top 10.
So that is my contribution tonight.
Yeah. What name you go by, caller?
Jeremy.
Jermaine, all right, bless up. I appreciate the contribution. All right, so here, Jermaine, giving you,
Alright.
yeah, man. So when I'm not hearing some of the names, people. So what I'm doing, I'm removing the name that I hear no one mentioning, because some of these names, nobody's mentioning them, because I'm trying to get it down to 10. So if the names are not being mentioned, I'm going to keep cutting the list down, because we have to end at 10. All right. So I don't see anybody putting up some of these names in there. So far, I don't see any of these names. So in the top. So there are 16 names now. Let me see. Damani Ralph, there you go. All right. We still need to get rid of reduce it to 6 names. Where's Brian? The man said, if you send the link to him and he's going to jump on the show and I can't find him. I can't see him. I don't know. Yeah. So tell me, people, who else? Dane Kelly or somebody saying that Dane Kelly is a USL player. And the rest of players I suspect are like in the championship. Damani Ralph was rookie of the year. Okay. All right. So I think though Dane Kelly has been so good, he's going to just because of the whole yeah. I don't hear anybody mentioning this name. Just one. These 2 names, only 2 persons have mentioned them. All right. There you go. Gilera, only 1 person. All right. You can tell me now when I can add back. I'm going by what I see most people. There you go. All right. Remove Chris Morgan, Gilera, Freddie Butler. We're trying to keep, remember, we're trying to keep 10 names on the list. All right. So we have 11 names now. Somebody, all right. Yeah. Tigat did play in the States, Another very prolific scoring record, but I guess people are saying that he never played there long enough. So, people, is that 10 good enough for you? They're not in order in terms of who is, you understand me? Is there anyone you take out and add in? Yeah. Jason Gona, you have to give me a name, brother. You have to give me a name. Don't ramp with me, no. Jason Gona, you have to give me a name. You have to get at least 1 name. But Manning's low half season for Kansas City. Mattox, Brown, Cummins. Also, you're saying that Deshaun Brown should be back on the list. All right. No, Andy Williams. I have Andy Williams as a midfielder. That is the problem. I have Andy Williams as a midfielder. Somebody said, put back T-Got. Show me off. I was looking for T-Got in here. Hold on there. They want to put back T-Got because that trim off. Hold on there. Let me see if we can do it this way. There you go. No, man. Oh, what be I do? What be I go there now? No, sir. What be I do now?
Morning. Who you going to take off and put on T-Got?
He was on the list. I don't know. Let's go. Let me put him on the list again. Hold on. Hold on. As Ninja Man would say. Marcel, we're not hearing you, go ahead.
Yeah, man, me after who you going to put on T-Got for?
Jason go now pressure me. I don't know what you tell me about.
Yeah, but if you want T-Got on, tell me who off.
Motor coffee pearl.
Hold on. All right. So, some people are saying that Damani Ralph is number one or Darren Mattox is number one on the list. Those are the two. Right. What Jason Guna is saying is that I should take off Freddie Butler and put on Tiga. Nah, man. Freddie Butler accomplished a whole lot in. You want a goal Freddie score, man? Understand me? But person are saying that that Deshane Brown should be on the list as well. You know, who can tell me? I don't remember Ryan Johnson, you know. Brad, Rob Smith said if we take off Pearl off of the list, he unsubscribe.
Mannings, watch out now. No man, Mannings, Ryan Johnson for the funny list, man. When upon it.
Ryan Johnson, he was that good?
Yeah, man, Ryan Johnson in the MLS, man, a good striker, man.
Okay. So
yeah, man, I'm all coaching him a coach now.
Yeah, man. All right, so people, the top 10 is Freddie Butler, not in order. Paul Young, Woody Harris, Omar Cummins, Darren Mattox, Walter Boyd, Anandi Lowe, Ryan Johnson, Damani Ralph, and Dane Richards. People are saying that Tiga should be on it and Deshane Brown should be on it. That's two names who are not on it. Right?
Yeah, I mean Dushan Brown?
Yeah, Deshane or Dushan Brown, yeah.
Dushan Brown, I think him, we take a step. Yeah, man, you know, in score up some goal in the over America, you know, but I think most of the goal them come in the USL still. Although I'm score some goal in the MLS still, you know. So I think in the place for Dynamo, Houston Dynamo play for one of them.
Yeah, Houston Dynamos, yeah.
Yeah, but in score some goal, man. Score some goal. I think in them there now. I want them country.
Did Dane Richards play forward or he played as a winger?
Wing him play, man. See, Red Bulls, so wing him mostly play, man.
Okay.
Wing him mostly play, man.
Yeah, all right. Maybe find out from Freddie Butler if he play forward or midfield, because a lot of people say him is a midfielder. Let me see if I can call him. I need to find out, because maybe he was indeed. Anybody know what position Freddie Butler played? Because I thought he was a forward. Let's see if I can.
Yo, man.
Hey, Sir Butler, you know, I call you, I know you're busy, but we're live, right? So I have a quick question for you, right? Some person are saying that you were a midfielder, more a creative midfielder, not a forward in the MLS and for Jamaica.
What? For Jamaica, when a lot of times when I play for Jersey Dragons in the USL, which is the league before the MLS, I played forward.
Okay.
Forward most of the time. In the MLS, sometimes I play forward. I play a few games up top as a forward. In college, I played forward. A lot of people don't know in college I scored 44 goals in 42 games. I scored 44 goals in 42 games, and I had the record in NCAA.
Okay.
And then also, in terms of MLS, I was a second round draft pick, number 2 draft pick in the very first MLS draft. I'm the very first Jamaican to be drafted in the MLS. So if you, I played striker in the USL.
Okay.
You know, on the All-Star. Was one of the top scorer. I think Paul Young was a top scorer that year too when we played in the MLS. So I played forward that year.
So here's the top 10 names we have, and then I'm going to tell you some of the persons who are out, right? We have Freddie Butler, Paul Young, Woody Harris, Omar Cummins, Darren Mattox, Walter Boyd, Anandi Lowe, Ryan Johnson, Damani Ralph, and Dane Richards. All right. Some people are saying that Paul Tiga Davis should be on it, and Deshane Brown.
Yeah, Paul Tiga.
Played for Long Island Rough Riders.
That is what Long Island Rough Riders. What were they playing? That was a league before MLS.
The USL. That's a league before the MLS. Yeah.
And he's a top goal scorer over there.
Yeah, him score some goal. I think him get injured early when him started playing. You know. He didn't play much.
Okay.
He didn't play much. He got injured.
All right. Is there any player that you think like we shouldn't have on this list, or you think we should add to this list?
I don't remember the list off on that usual, but it's a good list, man. A lot of players did well, you know. The Manny Ralph came out shot, got injured, did well.
Like people
Paul Young
brought up
consistently score goals.
Yeah, people brought up like Gil Heron from in the 30s, 1930s. Don't know if you know that.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah.
Also Richard Davey. They said Richard Davey. But did he play?
Richard Davey, real player. I don't know what kind of professional league
they said that he
Richard Davey played.
And was leading scorer in the ASL every year that he played.
Okay. I have no idea. I'll probably have to Google that.
Yeah. And some Luton Shelton didn't play in
but when I played in the USL, when I played in the USL, I played mainly striker for Jersey or a withdrawn forward. But you know, most of my time I play midfield. But even playing for Dunoon, a lot of people don't realize that I played striker. Sometimes for Dunoon when I played Manning Cup. And for 3 consecutive seasons, I was second leading goal scorer in Manning Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay.
Sometimes I'll play under the radar, but for in the USL I played forward.
Okay. All right. So you like the list so far?
Yeah, man, a lot of top players who did.
Freddie Butler, Paul Young, Woody Harris, Omar Cowens, Darren Mattox, Walter Boyd, Nandelo, Ryan Johnson, Damani Ralph, and Dane Richard. Some people are saying that there's no way Dashane Brown played for Colorado Rapids, and he have over 25 goals in MLS, so he should be on it.
Yeah, man, him do well. Omar Cummins do well too. You know, I think Dashane Brown did well. He had a good run at one point.
Yeah, but some people are saying that Ryan Johnson is a tough battle between Ryan Johnson and Dashane Brown, so we're gonna figure it out with them. All right.
Check the stats. Yeah. But just like Paul Young, sometimes Paul Young play midfield.
Okay.
Sometimes I play forward, sometimes I play midfield, but most of the time I play midfield.
Yeah.
But
so we have people like Chipper Morgan.
When we play in France, I played striker because I couldn't play over David Genola. So they had to put me up as a lone striker sometimes.
Okay. So we have taken off names like Peter Isaacs, Paul Newman, Chipper Morgan, Christopher Belladere. Some of those were on the list.
Peter Isaacs did well, you know. Peter Isaacs scored a lot of goals for San Francisco Bears. And he was drafted in the MLS when I got drafted too.
Okay.
Him scored a lot of goals for San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're the people that must have got the people that well, respect. Sir Freddie, all right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Good talk. All right, cool.
All right, people. So we think we're going. Yeah, go ahead.
You have to put on Dashane neck first.
Brown. Dashane Brown.
Dashane Brown. Dashane Brown.
All right, people. We're gonna make it 12. We're gonna make it 12. All right. You know, people the people that mash up the top 10.
Yeah, but man, they can just take off the image and put on Dashane.
Yeah, you're the people that stole me, brother.
No, but he's not a striker, so that's he's not a striker, really.
Yeah, man, he played striker for he played for New York Red Bulls. He played striker sometimes, man.
All right.
And Paul Davis. These two names. See them now, people. Top 12. Top 12. There you go. Everybody must be happy now. Jason Good, are you happy? Oh, Rob Smith. Yeah, some people are saying that take off Dean because yeah. Like somebody else said take off Dean because he was on the winger list that we did. Jesse, good. You're good one. You're all right. So yes, that can work, Brian.
Yeah, man, that's all that can work. Although, man, you should really keep the thing at 10.
Yeah, but what me I gonna do? What me I gonna take? All right. So we'll keep it at 10 man. We're not gonna stick to the thing. Dean Richards was a winger, so we'll keep him as a winger. All right. So we down to 11. Who do we take off?
Boy, I'm not doing a bitch. But the people them vote.
People.
Pick three people and then vote to take off one.
People. I need you to tell me who to come off and the right and the name that comes up the most. The next in the next 5 comments. The name that is mentioned the most in the next 5 comments about coming off the list, that name gonna come off. So let's check the comments. Here we go. And it has to be so I don't want one
comment 5 times.
Yeah, I don't want one person comment 5 times. So there you go. We have 11 names. I need to remove 1 to keep it to top 10. So who should I take off? That's what I want to hear. 1 name. See it? Nobody know I mention no name, you know. All right. I see 1 name come up already. 1 comment. So that's 1 comment. That's 2 comments. 2 different names. All right. It's 2 comments. All right. 3 comments. And 1 name gone too. So that's 3 comments. We need 2 more comments and then we make our final decision. As to the top 10. People, remember tomorrow we're going to pick the best 11 players from goalkeeper to forward. No, man, we're not making it. Rob Smith and Mr. Porter. Listen, because Paul Teagat was on the other list that we have, you know, as in the top goal scorer list that we have. So, because he didn't play long, he had a very, very short stint in in the States. I think less than half a season. So I think here we go, people. So we have come to the decision. Nobody wants to do it. So management will take the beating. That is our top 10 players, strikers, forwards in the leagues in the United States. Freddie Butler, Paul Young, Wooldie Harris, Omar Cummins, Darren Mattox, Walter Boyd, Ananda Lowe, Ryan Johnson, Damani Ralph, and Deshaun Brown. All right, so tomorrow we are going to be selecting the top 11 players, 1 in each position from the Manning Cup. And we are going to do 1 from the DaCosta Cup. You know the names then, Brian?
It's somebody a list now. We now go manage a list there because the man might talk about some team or some 95 and them team in a bench. You know, some of them are never to pick a ball yet in a bench. So,
okay.
They're just tune in and learn some things there.
All right, so that's what we're going to do tomorrow, people. Hey, thank you for coming on, sir. Tomorrow is the JPL second leg.
No, tomorrow Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on as usual. Drive safe. I suppose send us some photos. So as soon as I done this, I'll send it. so you can see them.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Yeah,
Man.
man.
So,
No problem. Yeah, man.
yeah, man. Much respect. Yeah, man. All right, people. Listen, I want to thank you one and all for being a part of the show. Very good show. We discussed the issues concerning the JFF and the SDF. We spoke about the U-20 team. We did a little bit of JPL, and we ended with a next top 10 series. And so, very, very good show. Thank you for all your comments, for your feedback, and for being a part of the show. Always our great, great pleasure. So good having you all for the duration of the show. Remember, as usual, we ask you to hit the like button. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the platform. Tell somebody about I Am Sure Sports. Let them be aware of the content that we are providing for your sporting fans. Thanks for all super chats and all the persons who called in. Really appreciate it as well. All right, I am management. This has been another episode of I Am Sure Sports. We leave you with another big one. Stay tuned and listen to this one.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Air this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.